Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to shape your brows with razor blade. As you can see, my brows are pretty much grown. I've been grooming it for weeks now. So I am going to show you how I usually shape it. If you want to know more about this, watch till the end. So firstly, I'm going to start up with a micellar water. This is from Garnier. I'm going to use that to cleanse my brows. I just want to make sure that my brows are clean and easy to groom. So I'm cleaning this thoroughly to make sure that there are no actual dirt on my face and my brows. And the next thing I'm going to use is a spoolie brush. You will need a spoolie brush, and this one is a brow pencil that has a spoolie, and this is from Beauty by Didi. And the main tool here is a razor blade. This is a new razor blade, guys. Do not use a used razor blade. Make sure you get a new one to avoid some transmitted diseases and infections and all that. You understand what I mean? Yeah. So this is the beginning of your brows, and this is your brow bone. This is how to map it out so it can be easy for you. The top side is the arc, that's where the arc will be, and this is the tail. So do not forget the tail, yeah, the brow bone and the arc on top, and the beginning of your brows. So most times I usually shape it out with my brow pencil to make it easy, just like you can see here, and I draw it to my desired shape. This is how I usually draw my brows when I'm wearing a makeup. So I follow this line above to the arc and draw it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is how I usually do it. When I am shaping it, I follow these lines. The next step is to use your spoolie to brush down your brows. Yeah, this is how it's done. Brush down your brows thoroughly. Most times you'll notice that when you're brushing down your brows, it coils back up. I don't know if you understand. It doesn't just fall, it's still coily. That's if you have coily hairs. Most times my hair do that. Well, you keep on brushing it. So I am going to use this razor blade to cut down the parts. Yeah, I'm going to cut it off, the parts that I have used the spoolie to brush down. There are lots of hairs there, so all you have to do is just to cut down the excess hair on your brows, the part that is making your face and your brows look bushy. Yeah, so this is typically the brow bone area. That is where actually like to focus more on, because that's where the beauty of the brows lies on. And the brow bone is under the arc. The arc is the one above the brow bone. So make sure the brow bone is neat and nicely groomed. Yeah, try to be gentle because this is razor blade. It could injure you if you're not careful. And then I went ahead to I went towards the detail of my brows, trying to groom it and make it nice. And as you groom your brows, the excess ones will be falling off. Make sure to remove them with your spoolie, or better still, use a cotton pad and a micellar water to remove it. Please avoid wipes because they are harsh to the skin. I have already stopped using wipes. Yeah, so make sure you use a cotton pad and a micellar water, which is very gentle to the skin. And then I went ahead to brush down my brows again to remove some of the hairs that could be left, that just give it a little bit touch up. And yeah, some people actually do it this way backward, but I usually don't like it. So I went ahead to brush my brows As you can see, I'm supposed to have a hair above there, but sometimes a mistake was made. My makeup artist actually shaped on my brows and it spoiled the line above my brows, which I really disliked. So the next step is to brush up your brows and gently cut the upper ones, the upper grown hairs. Yeah. Then I went slantly towards the tail, just gently cut it too. Make sure you follow the line. Remember earlier we drew some line out like the way we would want our brows to be when we are making ourselves up. I don't know if that makes sense. So don't forget to follow the line that we have mapped out to groom the tail. Most times the lines will just get lost. You might not know what you're doing, but if you really pay attention, you will get to your desired shape and arc. So I'm trying to create the arc towards the tail side, but I'm not trying to shape all my brows. I wouldn't want it to be too tiny. I'm just grooming it decently. And another thing that is very important is the hairs on your face. The hair surrounding your brows has to be groomed. Yeah, make sure you shape it just as I am doing right now, because if you don't shape those hairs on your face, the hairs around your brows, it's going to look weird. Yeah, it's going to look weird. Make sure you try to shape them. Even the hairs in between the two brows, at the middle, at the center, yeah, on your forehead. Make sure you shape everything. See, there are hairs there. It's literally grew within, I think, 2 weeks. Yeah, try to shape them and groom it as it's supposed to be so you can look decent. I don't know if you guys noticed, why shaping this left brows, my skin actually feels sticky because I have an oily skin and it's not dry or matte enough to make the grooming easy. So I'm going to show you an alternative what I usually use to give it a matte finish, yeah, to make my skin dry around my brows so I can actually groom it without stress and without feeling sticky. I actually lost lots of hair above my brows, yeah, around that area close to the arc. So I would have cut it towards the tail, but I don't want it to be very tiny. I just want to groom it decently but bold. So I did actually groom the upper part very well. So this is the difference between the first one and the second brows. So I am going to use this translucent powder to give my other brow a matte finish. Yeah, you can use any powder of your choice, but this is the powder I usually use to make it dry and easy to groom. This is a translucent powder. You all know this powder, and you can go ahead to use your finger to massage your brows to make the just to get rid of some excess powder, so you don't get confused when you are grooming it with the whitish finish. So I went ahead to draw out my brows the way I would want it to look. I don't know if this particular style or method is going to be easy for you guys or hard, but this is going to be very easy for those who knows how to draw their brows. Just give it the shape you desire draft it, and that's it. Give it an arc, draw it down towards the tail. That's it. Very easy and simple. So the next thing you're going to do is to brush down your brows. Excess hair on your brows, brush it down, and make sure you follow the line you've already drawn. Cut down the grown hairs. Make sure your brow bone is nicely groomed, because that's the beauty of your brows. Cut down the excess parts gently. Be gentle. My skin is very sensitive, so I'm trying to be as gentle as I can so I don't get bruises or get injured. That is why I try to use products that are harsh free to my skin, just like the micellar water, which wouldn't give me pains or break me out, but it's going to calm down any bruises or whatsoever. So go ahead and groom it. Be gentle. Remember, follow the line that we've already drawn. Do not miss it. Don't go above, and then wipe the excess hair with the cotton pad and the micellar water in it. Brush up your brows. We are down with the downside, which is the brow bone, and we are going up. Start from the beginning. Cut off excess hair that you've already brushed up. Gently cut it off, just like we did with the other brows, and then go down to the tail to create an arc. The arc mustn't be obvious, so you don't end up looking like a masquerade. So make sure you groom it. Be gentle to your skin and wipe it out, the excess hair. Go ahead and clean and shave the other hairs around your brows. This is very important, just so your brows look very groomed and decent, and your face doesn't look scattered and unkempt. So at the end, make sure to take a look at the two brows to see if there are any errors or any adjustments to be made. So I found out that the other brows, the first one, I had to shape down the front a little bit just to be in accordance with the other one, so they can be equal, although your brows are not gonna be equal. So this is it, guys. This is the finished look. My brows look good. So this is the before, when it was bushy, and this is the after. What do you guys think about these brows? I love it so much. This is pretty much how I groom my brows at home with razor blade. If you like this video, make sure to stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified each time I post a new video. Another video is coming up soon. Thank you. Bye.